Hi, Jeremy Cordeaux in the Court of Public Opinion. I'm just on air here to let you know that we'll be live streaming the Court of Public Opinion every Friday between 9 o'clock and 12 on jeremycordeaux.com. Please join us. We'd love to have you.
Hello, John Paul.
Leon, we're still here.
We are still in this device that people are listening to us on.
I can't figure out how to get out.
In a glass case of technological immersion.
Indeed.
John Paul, welcome to Do It for the Vine.
Thanks for having me.
That's okay. It's a podcast where you and I review and appreciate vines.
So I'm told.
Days of future past.
Yes.
It is now the new year.
It sure is.
2019 has hit us. And
like a freight train.
I got hit by a freight train. And the
oh no. Are you okay?
yeah, I'm fine. Thanks for
good.
Thanks for checking in. I sent you a number of messages and you never
Didn't
responded.
didn't hit you that hard.
John Paul, been hit by a freight train. Yeah, good talk to you too, mate. It's been
Good for
nice.
you.
The only thing I'm looking forward to this year.
Yeah.
The only thing
Yep.
is the launch of Byte.
Yes. Oh look, it's gonna be. It's expected to come out this year, and let's hope they follow through, and it lives up to its predecessor.
I'm not excited about anything else this year. There's only one thing, and that's it.
All right. Well, okay.
I don't know what it'll mean for us, John Paul, but I'm sure it'll mean something.
I'm sure it'll mean something. You're right.
But so we've hit the new year. Do It for the Vine. 2019 is still going strong with a vengeance as we hit episode 6.
Yes.
Now, it's always said that you should never work with animals or children, isn't it?
Yep.
And so that segue.
There's a lot of sayings that you toss out on this show that I'm not sure how accurate they are.
You telling me that in the 15 or so years that you've known me, you don't know all my wonderful sayings that I definitely say all the time?
Yeah, and that are definitely real sayings.
Yeah, are definitely factual. We're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about. I type in rhino. Oh my god, to get it.
I think it's quite widely known as like oh my god Vine.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that'll be fun when I have to name this episode. But it involves a rhino and a man. But
god.
I just can't, for the life of me, remember what happened. So John Paul, can you paint me a word picture, please?
Oh, Leon, look, I can certainly try. Our vine opens with a man crouching on earthen ground, just next to a wooden barred cage containing a small baby rhino. The man crouching is describing how dangerous these particular animals are, and taking us through how he needs to build a cage to keep them separated from the humans, otherwise they may cause grievous bodily harm. As the man is talking, the rhino walks behind the wooden bars and out into the same enclosure that the man is crouching in. He turns to the rhino and says the titular words, "Oh my God," and the vine ends.
And we assume the man is mauled by the baby
He's
rhino.
absolutely destroyed by this baby rhino. I actually found it quite hard to get through to the description of that vine because I honestly forget every time how funny this vine is.
Like, this man, it's like you couldn't even stage this if you wanted to. Like, this man is like, oh, even the baby rhino can be just as dangerous. Like, he's telling you how dangerous it is. And first of all, this baby rhino is cute as all hell. Like, and it just trots its way around the bamboo cage.
Yeah.
But the guy doesn't realize for like a good 1 to 2 seconds, and he obviously like catches a glimpse out of the corner of his eye, and he kind of does the double take and just goes, "Oh my god!" and like freaks out entirely.
But what's great is that it's also a really calm. Oh my god! Like he's not screaming. He's just like it is that fearful realization that you have where you don't give a big reaction, but you know, like, I might die right now.
Yeah, this tiny, cute baby rhino may destroy me.
What I also like about it is that he's sort of bragging about like the, how effective the cage is at sort of keeping the baby rhino at bay or any sort of dangerous animal at bay. And this animal just completely thwarts him. It's like the same sort of feeling you get when you watch those instant karma videos on YouTube. It's pretty wonderful to watch.
We're talking about he's been outsmarted by a rhino that I think is probably knee height at most, and probably like a meter long, maybe.
Oh yeah,
I only said 2 meters long. That's not how long it was at all.
As you always say, Leon, never count out a rhino.
Never count your rhinos before they hatch.
Yeah, that's right. Never turn your back on a rhino, because sure, they might be mostly extinct, but they are still clever, I think.
But like this cage now. My degree in cage making is a few years old now, so I don't know if I'm up to date with the most recent cage making rules, but it's a shitty cage.
Yeah, look, I'm not sure what animal this cage is designed to actually, like, stop. A human being could certainly just, like, turn sideways and walk through the bars. Obviously a rhino's pretty big, but what animal this cage is designed to stop, I have no idea. Unless there is like some sort of invisible lasers that will slice the animal in half as soon as it tries to walk through that I'm not seeing. It's a pretty bad cage.
Like, it's just... I imagine if they zoomed out further, the cage is the equivalent of like a completely open like field, like dirt field or something. And there's like 6 pieces of bamboo in the middle with a rhino on one side and him on the other, and he's like, I am safe.
Yeah.
Because the rhino just walks around it. He doesn't even walk through the cage, he just walks around the other side.
Yeah, it's part of the new zoo feng shui of really open plan living for the animals. You know, everything's just sort of there. There's no bedrooms or anything like that. It's just sort of all... it's Jurassic Park, but in our time and not with dinosaurs.
And with a cute baby rhino that I obviously should be more afraid of. I didn't realize that I was meant to be that afraid of a baby rhino.
Yeah, apparently they're really just vicious.
They're scary enough that this well-educated cage maker man.
Well.
But also there's like a number of crew members and that standing there, and probably some more zookeepers. And number one, no one tried to catch the rhino immediately. But number two, it seems that no one alerted him to the fact that the rhino had escaped.
Yeah, look, you have to imagine that the guy, like, standing behind the tripod that was holding the camera is gone. Like, he's just run. Like, he's absolutely left this guy to his doom. Because, there is no attempt to corral the vicious baby rhino or stop it from getting through these stupid bars. Oh, boy.
It's a really strong example of how stupid humans are.
We're not bright.
How intellectually capable baby rhinos are. The smartest rhinos I've heard are baby rhinos.
Yep.
I've read books. Is there anything else you want to say about Rhino? Oh my god.
No, look, I think it speaks for itself. Let's be honest. If you haven't watched Baby Rhino, oh my god, or just oh my god Vine in a while, definitely jump over to the YouTube playlist for Do It for the Vine and check it out, because you will not be disappointed. If you haven't seen it in a while, it's a good hearty chortle.
Yeah, it will. It'll really warm your socks.
Yes,
I'm getting
specifically your socks.
I'm getting slightly distracted because I can hear a bunch of ominous sounds outside, and I think the cat's found something to play with.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna have to build her a cage out of bamboo.
Yeah, definitely. With just really far apart. Oh no, that's the other thing.
What?
This guy's talking about how strong this cage is. The bars are made of wood.
Isn't it bamboo though? Bamboo's pretty strong.
It's not as strong as metal, Leon.
No. But again,
try hard enough, you could break down a tree of bamboo.
It's the aesthetic. It's all about the look.
It's the aesthetic.
He wants a rhino to feel at home in the bamboo forest that they wander.
Sure.
John Paul, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being approximately Vine, and Vine being approximately 10, and 1 being lower than that. Where would you rate this Vine?
Oh, look, Leon, it's gonna be high. For the simple fact that this man's reaction is one of pure terror, and just so simply expressed in those 3 words of "Oh my God." Look, I think I'm gonna have to give it a 9 out of Vine.
See, I give the Rhino himself like a 10 out of Vine.
Yep.
But the Zoo Man gets like an 8 to 7 out of Vine.
I've also enjoyed a lot of the comments that are on, sort of YouTube and where you find these Vines, that this little Vine, this 7-second Vine, perfectly sort of describes every Jurassic Park movie.
It is very true.
They're bragging about how, safe the park is, and then all of a sudden this animal starts running past them. Very, very good Vine. I'm not sure if I keep giving 9 out of Vines because I like the rhyme.
It is a good rhyme, 9 out of Vine.
I'm gonna stick with it.
Yeah, you keep giving 9s. I think that's how reviews work. You're meant to give the same number every time.
Well, yeah, that's what I've heard.
I'm trying to vary because I don't want to give them all top marks, but obviously making a Vine review and appreciation podcast, we like the Vines.
Yeah, we like the Vines. I'm not going to talk about a Vine I don't like.
Yet.
John
Paul, as always, we need to thank Curtis Fernance for our wonderful theme music, and Simon Blackburn for our wonderful cover art.
Of course.
You can find us on Twitter and Facebook at For The Vine Pod. Check out that YouTube playlist, like John Paul said. You can even send us email suggestions at doitforthevine.podcast@gmail.com. I think that's what it is.
Yep.
I'm sure it is.
I'm not actually sure.
I'm never sure of anything.
I can't remember. Thanks to the Auscast Network as well for helping us out with this podcast and blasting it out there on the internet. I don't know how technology works.
I think it's a series of tiny little sandwiches that fly through the air.
Yes, that does sound right.
So that's good stuff. As always, John Paul, wherever you are, whatever you do,
do it for the Vine.
Hi, Jeremy Cordeaux in the Court of Public Opinion. I'm just on air here to let you know that we'll be live streaming the Court of Public Opinion every Friday between 9 o'clock and 12 on jeremycordeaux.com. Please join us. We'd love to have you.